Hi guys, this is Danny Harov review. Sorry for such a video because I'm filming in Nice in France now. I have no opportunity to edit my video and put all these pictures, all together in one piece in one video. So firstly, my advice is to you to watch the video of my testing this wheel. It was added first to my channel. Just watch all this, how I was tested that wheel, and after just play this review and you will understand me more what I am talking about, because as I said, I have no opportunity to add here screen because my computer are not with me here, sorry, with that trip. So and one more moment is my nose are blocked, so sorry for my voice. I a little bit ill. I just came in such condition from Lithuania because Lithuanian weather it's not Nizza weather, plus 20 degrees and sun. So whatever, sorry about that, but I wanted to share with you my opinion as fast as I can. And today I was riding really hard and was testing that wheel to understand as fast as I can understand that wheel. So let's start firstly from the design, from the conception of that wheel. I will share with you my first why Inmotion do something. Some moments maybe will, for you will be some strange moments here. For me also was firstly, but after I was thinking more about that conception and I tried to explain you all that moment. So regarding overall comfort of riding, it's actually the same because class of a wheel are same 16-inch wheel, same battery, same voltage as pattern, almost same voltage wherever, but same voltage as extreme here, same rim, same tire, even same tire we have here. So we definitely understand. But now all manufacturers, almost King Song maybe not, but 3 manufacturers from 4 manufacturers now are working on one segment of wheels for the hard riding, for extreme riding, for jumping, and they're making the wheel much durable as they can, because they know you will ride not so easy with that wheels, you will ride really hard. And so we saw the pattern, we saw extreme, and now it is turned for the Inmotion company. So okay, firstly, when I saw that wheel in real, I was a little bit shocked and surprised because of the quality assembling, because of this cheap plastic, these labels and so on. So it is like we usually know like Inmotion are thinking a lot about the design here, parts, all these quality materials, rubbers and so on. So here is completely different wheel, and when you're looking at this wheel, you're thinking this is not Inmotion. It seems to more like Bigodi one wheel. But if you will think a little bit wider here, like for example in the motocross, in the hard enduro world, so we all know that the guys who are riding motorcycles in the motocross and enduro, they are dropping that bike. So the plastic scratch it immediately, and have no opportunity to buy and replace cheap plastic fastly. Just makes all this hobby pointless, because you cannot drop normally that wheel, and if you cannot drop it, you will drop it and you will pay a lot of money if you drop it. So for you start thinking maybe I will not do that, and this will block your fun moment here, because you will thinking about how to save that wheel, how to not damage that wheel and so on. So Inmotion conceptually thinking exactly in that way, like the sport. They made this wheel for the hard sport. So these plastics are cheap, and wherever you will drop it, you will unscrew a few here bolts, you will change it for a few bucks, and you will ready to go once more again. So all these bumpers here, all these handles are easy to change, and if you will broke it, you just change it and ride it, and you don't think that you need to worry about all these scratches, because purpose of that wheel is hard sport, hard riding, jumping, and downhill riding, fast rocks, jumping and so on. So you need to be focused on maximum fun, maximum extreme, maximum adrenaline you can get for the riding from the riding with electric unicycle. So this was idea of Inmotion. I think it is my opinion. I think so. So that's why they made it looking good from the side, but cheap when you're looking closer. And this is normal for such sport. So guys, just keep it in mind. And if you will think that why they do that, just remember why Inmotion do that in that wheel. And even the screen, we see that screen like they borrow it from the scooter one, because all last models starting from the Inmotion V12, V12 HT, V13 had the graphics screen, touch screen and so on. But we all know one drop and this screen, glass screen, just broken and you see nothing. Here we have normal, usual, actual screen with a minimal information providing to you, just show you speed, you show you battery percentage, battery level with all these dots, how battery left for you, and shows you when the lights are on and show you the mode. And this will have two modes: normal driving mode, comfort mode, drive mode. Just it is showing like the D, driving mode, and the sport mode, and the third one is parking mode. So when you press the button twice, it is just goes to the parking mode, and you can park or take that wheel and operate with your hands somewhere through it, somewhere, or take it, just overtake it somewhere, and that's it. But only one moment I was not clearly understand why I cannot switch with that button, why I cannot switch between the sport mode and the drive mode. This is quite interesting, because logically it will be like you press two times, maybe for the switching between parking and mode, like the sport and if you have drive, so parking and drive or parking and sport. But if, for example, if you press it 3 times, it is switch between the modes. But we don't have that opportunity, and switching between drive and sport you can make only using your Inmotion app. And then you go to the settings, deep settings, and you just switch it to the sport or drive. I don't know, maybe they will fix it in the future, somehow with new firmware updates maybe, but in my opinion that will be better, because as they say, drive mode consumption of power are less. But actually I was testing both modes and I see no difference for me. And I even was testing, I was pushing the tree just to overlean the wheel with 2 modes. You can see it on my previous video of the testing, and you see how easily I can over push it, and how easily that wheel goes deep from the low position on the good road, on good asphalt here. So difference, I actually saw no difference, maybe little bit, but it is not so significantly changes. Like the sport mode, it is going like a crazy wheel, but in drive mode it is low one, and you feel like it is resisting you. But I feel that no difference here. And overall, all these settings of a wheel here we have less settings compared to with 12 HT in the overall menu settings. So you just can set the pedal hardness, you can set the mode, you can power on or power off the DRLL, daylights, and make calibration of that wheel, set the transport mode, and I think that's it. So in that way it is very simple, and we also understand that this wheel made for sport, so it is just cut it, and all these extra features that Inmotion usually adds to new Inmotion wheel. So we just say, guys, this wheel for sport, you don't need it. So they just not put that in that wheel. So yeah. So regarding the pedals, we come from from the bottom to the top and so on. So pedals are good one, wide one. Ships are performing well, but ships are integrated. It is in one piece. So we need to understand that these ships with using some miles and so on. So the ships will become flat, and you will need to change it to new one pedals, or change it to some type of aftermarket pedals. pedals where you can change only shapes. So in that way it was cheap solution, and I hope the pedals will be also cheap, so you just ride some 2 months, and after 2 months you just replace it, throw it out. It is also normal if the price are good, so because if you're using it is in extreme sport, so you need to be prepared for the additional money you will pay to made this wheel working normally for you. This is normal, this is sport, it is no more casual everyday normal riding. We are talking now about sport. So pedals are good, but need to be prepared to change them periodically. Regarding the handle comfortable here to take. This one a little bit smaller, with guys with big hands will be not comfortable to take it if you use some type of gloves, big motorcycle gloves, so it will be hard to take it here. In my deep opinion, the handle should be a little bit bigger here, and the distance between the frame and between handle should be a little bit bigger here. Regarding the screen, we can see screen clearly at the daylight. Here we'll have a lot of sun. I had no problem to see the screen. And the interesting fact and moment is when you are switching between the daylight and the main beam, the screen light is going down. It is like the dimming, because the idea is that if you're riding at night, you don't need to shine the screen so hard to your eyes, so it is a dimming when you're using lights. When you're not using lights, you're going with a daylights, it is show you much brighter all these digits. And as I said, I had no problems to see all these digits. I was riding all day alone, all day in the sun, so that was really nice and good. So regarding the pads, we will talk now about the pads. So the pads is not Inmotion product, it is third-party fabric product, and this pads was made for the Sherman, S and for the Patton. And they just change here the color from the glowing color, like the green glowing color, to orange color to meet all this orange color scheme of a wheel, but it's exactly same pads we know are made for the for the Liperki. And even here we have holes in the Velcro, where in the Velcro holes for the bolts, like the bolts placement for in the Sherman and Liperki. It is funny moment, but even they left the holes. So unification here on maximum, and Inmotion don't care. So you need good pads, and this pads really good. I had no problems to use that pads, perform exactly well, and you have these pads in the box with a wheel, not in the box, you have it in the box but in the separate box. So Inmotion made another one funny part here, but you will order that wheel and you will get 2 boxes, one box with a wheel and second one box exactly with a pads. You will have 2 boxes with you. It's a funny moment. They don't even add these pads in the box together. So this how Inmotion thinking. If you want sport one product, so they don't care now here. Regarding the lights, the backlights are shining really great. When you're riding, it is glows red. When you're stopping, it is blinking red. Good one, you can see it. No turning lights here, but I can tell you what we have here on the back of the lights, the certificate, what it is A-class certificate, what this lamp is certificated for the traffic riding. And this is important part, because I know in some countries police are looking to the lights, and if they don't see with cars, I know it with motorcycles, because sometimes guys are buying motorcycle parts from the AliExpress, and all these LED lamps, LED turns, smaller one, and so on. So police are stopping you and looking, you have certificated for the Europe, or no. If they don't have, you have your ticket, and you cannot continue your riding until you change it to the certificated lights. So on the back we have certificate, but front lamp doesn't have certificate. I don't see here any types of certification, like A certificate and so on. So anyway, good from the back side, but still you can get your ticket. If a police will want to do that, you will get a ticket for the front light. Front light, you have possibility to adjust it, angle of the light, and light are cut it like we was saw that in the Inmotion V11. But when you have a possibility to adjust it, so it is great because you can adjust it like you want. But from another side, this light has only the daylight function, the relay, like the ring in the Inmotion V11, and only one type of a beam. And honestly, I can say you that this beam, for me, if we will, try to judge it from 0 to 10, so it is shining on 6, 7 maximum. But in my opinion, switching between two modes, like the cut it short light and full light, not cut it, like the high beam, should be better solution here. But they made way cheaper, and here one small minus for the Inmotion. Regarding the trolley handle, this handle here, for me, this one, strips here, I remember these strips from the Inmotion V8. They are quite, you see, like they are looking, and they for the 40 kilogram wheel, this wheel is announced like 39 kilograms, but I cannot measure it here, but seems like I tried to take it about 40 kilos. Yes, I will measure it when I will return to my main office. But overall, this handle are not so great, and you have big possibility to just to break it here. And another one moment, what it is fixing in such position, but it is not fixing here. You can see it is not fixing in the up position. I don't know. Maybe only my are broken, but if mine are broken, so you have possibility to break your also, or it is just don't fix it, from the factory. I don't know, but know what is not fixing. And overall, the length of the handle are good, but quality of this handle, I don't know. I think they could, do better. We have on the top big rubber, and we have two charger ports on the top. Really nice solution because it is easy, very easy to access it. And this rubber are so tough inside that you have no possibility to get water and take it. If you even get the water, overall you have the ring when the water will go, and we have here two holes when the water will go, from the downside and will go through the wheel, and so just you have no possibility here to get water inside your socket. So good solution, have no words here to say and to say something. Regarding the overall, how this will build the structurally, the suspension and so on. So you all know that firstly we saw the T4, not T4 Master, after Master Pro, after T4, after Extreme and so on. So all this placement, how all this suspension are working, exactly made like the same construction like in the Bigodi. So we can honestly say that they just take and copy the Bigodi technology. Battery placement, overall plate, metal plate from this side, this one, pillars, small pillars, all are copied from the Bigodi technology and made, in my opinion, made here in the better working, like from the box better working solution. So, but conceptually it is, for me it is like the Bigodi. So, and idea is what they take that technology and made it better, because the suspension, in my opinion, are working here really from the box working good, and we don't hear all this additional noises when we are riding. Nothing are no noises or screeching inside. Nothing are have rooms to make any additional noises when you're riding. So all parts are working and tightly together, working good, and when you're riding you hear no additional voices, and nothing troubles you when you're riding here. So in that moment I was really surprised what all the suspension going really very smooth from the box. I don't know how long it lasts, but from the box as it is going really smooth. The shock absorber we have here, first of all we have here good one spring, progressive spring, first lace I think, progressive spring, and overall even with my weight 100 kilos, now the preload of the spring are almost I have almost no preload, so it is almost completely not preloaded. But even with my weight, I was jumping from 1 meter, the suspension really working good, and I was not bottoming that wheel. So this progression gives additional, possibility when you're, going almost till the end. So suspension are going much more harder, and this progression gives you possibility to, to perform better tricks and riding more aggressively and jumping and so on. So as I said, this wheel made for sport, and here, as I said, this shock absorber working really great. We have possibility to adjust the compression damping, adjusting the rebound. This is good one from the box, good one spring, and adjusting also rebound with not rebound, adjusting preload with tightening the spring. Only one I can just on the moment I want to speak about is what compression we have 17 clicks, but for the rebound I think we have only 7 clicks. So in rebound, I know, and the rebound reacts by 7 clicks, reacts quite aggressively, for any click. Of course, yes, you can adjust it, but you cannot, adjust it so precisely like you wish. But you can adjust it. I was adjusted. Only, almost I was, sorry, for a moment, I will try it on fast. Yes, it is now the preload for me adjusted only 1 click till the full fast. So this is my setup, and compression damping is not in the middle, but more like the fastest, like the 9 or 10 click on the faster one part, when I was adjusted, when I was riding, so something like that. But overall, from the box, as I say, suspension working really good, and as I said, main function are for jumping, for hard off-road, and here we need to understand. And now if we'll talk about the difference between the pattern and this one, so the pattern are made more for, normal riding. Yes, off-road riding, but not crazy jumping. And with even suspension with a 66 lbs, if you will jump crazy, you will bottoming it and you will damage your shock absorbers. But it's working better on the small bumps, and you can adjust it better, and it is working really better when you're just riding fast on surface. You feel like on the 1 centimeter wheel are working and controlling and eating all these bumps, and you just feel that pleasure of riding. This one not tried like that, and even when I stay on that wheel and I try to dip it on 1 centimeter, little bit, only little bit, I dipping and I feel like it is don't working so so soft, like it is trimming something. Push it little bit harder, start working, but not working on this small. And this is the difference between like the pattern is for the riding, with a maximum comfort or pleasure, but you cannot use it, in the hard, very hard situation, hard jumping, because you just will bottom it and you will damage your shocks. This one not riding so comfort. It's like a sport car. It's riding really on hard condition, and as you can see on video, I was riding really hard. I was jumping. One moment I was almost not crashed from the hill, just not see another one, downhill, and situation was really worse there. But the wheel was performing all maximally good. I was also very scared, but all situation was controlled, and I was not crashed my wheel, so not fall, and the wheel, as I said, was performing really great here. So this is also very important moment. So overall, as I said, this wheel, if we will now talking about the difference and what you should buy. So my really opinion is, if you're overall more like a normal rider, yes, you're going off-road, you need to go downstairs sometimes and so on, but usually you're going fast, you're going off-road and so on, but you want maximum comfort, so you need to use pattern, you need to buy pattern, and this one will perform better here. If you want to go crazy, really crazy one, so extreme sport, like we're now seeing with all this video of jumping and so on. So this one is much better than pattern, and much more durable and much better than pattern regarding the suspension. Now regarding the speed, I was reached maximum 60 kilometers per hour speed. The reason is because here in that place it is not possible to run faster, because a lot of people, a lot of bicycles and so on, a lot of cars, just really dangerous. And second one moment, what I seems for me, the pedals are placement of the pedals a little bit higher than the pattern has, and even when the extreme has. We have no possibility to adjust the height of the pedals, but overall I understand the pedals are higher because you need to go extreme sport. But as I said to you many times here, that if you have higher pedal center, higher pedals, so center of gravity are higher here, so the wheel are not so stable on the high speed. And I see that on the speeds 55 and 60 it starts to wobbles, it is not so stable for me. Of course, yes, you can adapt, you will ride more, 1000 kilometers, 500 kilometers, you will adapt and you will ride it. It is not so, bad. But if we're comparing, so the pattern here more stable, and extreme also more stable here when you're riding fast. But this wheel, I don't know, they put here 70 kilometers per hour maximum speed, but I don't know why they do that, as I say, because this wheel is for hard extreme sport. It's built for hard extreme sport, and you don't need 70 kilometers when you're jumping, when you're going on the forest. You don't need 70. You will be more than enough with a 60. And here another moment, very important, why I'm start talking about that, is how this motor are performing. C40 motor, 16-inch we have here, how it is performing. And here I found big difference between the pattern, between extreme and between Inmotion. Behavior of algorithms of power distributing are completely different. If we're talking about the pattern, and if you want my main answer, the Inmotion V14 Adventure has better start power than the pattern, so my answer is no. Pattern has much more power on the start to provide compared to the Adventure. If we are comparing Adventure and Extreme, Adventure has more power compared to the Extreme. And now, why I was talking about the distribution of the power. So idea is that for a pattern, when you push pattern maximally as much as you can on the start, it has only two moments: or it is going fast, or it starts spinning the wheel on asphalt, starts spinning on any another surface. This one and Extreme don't do that. So if you're pushing so hard this one, it is dipping. It is dipping, and you can over push it. And even in one moment I was going uphill, I was pushed much more on the low speed. It started beeping me, and I saw that the pedals going deep. So regarding, as I said, start power, the torque from the zero, this one better than Extreme, but definitely worse than the pattern. And I tried to understand when the maximum power of a motor, all this, maximum power it can provide on that speed. So to understand it is more hard torque or more high speed. So it was really for me hard to understand with Adventure, because of the power distribution so artificially linear, so it is very hard to understand the motor now going on the maximum power or not, because for the pattern it is quite easy understandable. You push it, you see you have power. On the speed 50, you see it is starting, it is accelerating, but accelerating not so fast, and you feel like you're losing the power, and you can just easily overplay, push it, and cut it off, on the high speed. For a pattern, it is clear as a day. As a daylight, it is clearly clear, and you feel that raw power, you feel that moment, you control that power of a feeling of that motor. Here you don't feel that, like you're playing PlayStation. It is accelerates so linear, you don't have all this acceleration, table, torque. It is accelerate like that. You push it goes good. Push it more, beep beep beep, and dipping, you know. So it is really hard to catch that moment between when it is start dipping and when he provide power. I can honestly say it, I was testing here with my weight 100 kilos. I was testing that wheel and I was going on the maximum of possibility. I knew it, but I will push a little bit more here and it will go nose down, because I tried to test it few more times and I see that all my riding always on all possibilities of the power of this wheel here, and this is important part. Maybe they will do something in the future, maybe they will do it more high torque, and really I think that this wheel is for me in all ways an ideal wheel for the very hard sport. Only this moment with a motor I think need to be fixed, because if the power provided power from zero would be like in the pattern, so this one would be number one for me for sport. It is still number one for the sport, but this moment with the power, for me it is not enough. I want more. I need the room to play, and I need to be sure that what I have, you know, that power if I will need it. And here also I can, you know, make that comparison. For example, when you're going with a pattern, and why I was riding pattern, like it so much, why my review was so mind-blowing, I was so excited, I was speaking so excited, because when you're going uphill and you see like the rock, you know, and you are going very high angle and you see rock and you just push it, it starts spinning, going on the rock on maximum power, spinning on the rock, catch the moment, the up one side, the top one side of the rock, spins more and jumps from this rock to another, and in the such way you control that wheel, and riding uphill are made so easy with a pattern. When this one don't have that power and going accelerating linear, no, by line, so you push it, it is going but not spinning, and going harder and not over spinning and not jumping, and you are not going, you know, so fast. And you need to start manipulate more with your body, jump with a pads, jump with a wheel, jump on that rock and use it. But this is made completely different play with that wheel. When you just going with a pattern and jumping and wheel are spinning and you are going, or when you're, you know, jumping with your legs and you're playing with that wheel, you know, more. So this is the difference, and I hope I speak quite understandably that difference, and that's why I trying to compare these wheels, and I'm saying that this wheel is almost ideal for the sport, and Inmotion really made great job. But this power from zero still, in my opinion, not enough to make your face looking like that. Because you need to return like that, and not like that. Here. So yes, this is important moment, and as I said, I was trying to run 50-60 here, and I feel like on the speed on the 50 it is going quite easily. You feel like you reached 50, you little bit, you know, lean in the central position, and you lean forward more, and it is continuous accelerating quite easy here, better compared to the pattern, accelerate better on the such speed compared to pattern. This, for me, this means that if it accelerate better, so it is still more high speed, and the motor need to be refined in the different way to be more high torque. And the voltage here doesn't matter, need to be more high torque. Don't need that acceleration on that high speed, but more high torque here. So guys, I think about this kickstand, and mudguard. Mudguard performing good. We have here 2 holes from the top. Maybe you can, you know, continue this mudguard with additional rubber and put here some bolts, you know, to make it, you know, in one piece together. Regarding this stand, I don't know. For such sport, I would make that stand easy removable, you know, when you're going, because when I was going in the hard condition, I was jumping from 1 meter, jumping from the rocks, I was always thinking about this rear stand, you know. I will, you know, catch, you know, with rock with this stand or not. I was always keep it that in mind when I was going, performing with all this hard stuff. So, and in this opinion, in this, you know, moment, at that moment, I think, you know, that weight is just removable. If you're riding somewhere, you need stand, okay, just click for few clicks and you just remove it, you know, take it in the backpack or just remove it, leave it at home. Would be better solution when you're always need to think what you have kickstand, what you can, you know, can cut it, and you know, you can make, you know, problems for you, you can make crash and so on, because, you know, when you're going hard, it is really hard. Today I was really going very hard, and when you start going, you cannot, you know, stop middle of jump or middle of going by the rocks, you know, all these rocks going downhill, you cannot just stop, you just need to go. In some moments you just made decision in that second, you're going here or going here and going here, you need to jump here, and when you're thinking you have this one stuff on the back, so it is not good. So anyway, not bad, but I also needed to speak about that. So overall, as I said, really good. Sorry guys, yes, I tired. So really good. I understand Inmotion did here a huge job, and I like what they see the segment, and we're working on it in a very professional way. Really, in very professional way, and all this decision they made here, you like it or not, but I understand that decision. So guys, we will keep testing that wheel. You can order these wheels already going to us. We will have them, I think, in the 4 weeks we will have it. So in the version of a battery 50 GB. And yes, I'm sorry guys, as I said, I'm filming and not cutting it in one piece. Another one moment, I think now about the 50S, you know, battery packs. I don't know, I feel no, you know, how to say here, how to be much clearer as I can. Just seems for me the problem is not batteries here, the problem is still too high speed motor, and I don't know the 50S batteries will fix that. I don't think, because I see that I have a lot of batteries 95%, but wheel are just overleaning, and here to have 15S batteries I think will not solve that problem, because we know the pattern running on usual batteries, less voltage, less watt hours, same usual batteries, but the wheel are spinning on every surface, even asphalt. So the problem is not batteries. You can overpay 300 more, but I don't think this will be worth, this you know, investigation will be worth that money, because we know, you know, that the degradation of the batteries 15S, I think almost twice, you know, faster than the 50 GB. We also know that 50 GB batteries are overall miles per charge are better mileage, better compared to 15S. So you have less mileage, same performance. I think I cannot be 100% guarantee, but I think so. But the problem is not batteries here. So important part. But overall, let's return. These wheels 50 GB will come to us in the next, I think, 3-4 weeks. You can order it from us, and we will deliver you as much fast as we can. The product worth it. If you will finally, in just the ending, will ask me what to buy. So if you are not professional here, and if you are not crazy one, this guy, and you know but you will never jump from all this stuff, you will never go, you know, downhill somewhere from the rocks, you don't need that wheel. Better buy pattern or maybe now links and so on. You will get better comfort and better power, start power, and you will be more than enough with that comfort and with that power. This one is built for hard. And if you are hard rider here and want to perform tricks, so better buy not pattern, better buy this one, and this one products will definitely made better performing, and you will get your pleasure better compared to the pattern, and this one will last longer definitely regarding the suspension compared to the pattern, because pattern, if you will bottoming it, you will break your shocks and start losing oil and so on, all these parts. Oh no, so it is not worth that. This one built for that. So this is my opinion. Okay guys, thank you once more for watching. Tomorrow I will return with a review S16. I have that wheel with me also. I will start testing tomorrow more. It is also not still in the production. I was firstly in the exhibition in Germany not almost 1 month ago, I think, and we saw that wheel. Still after 1 month, King Song already promised they will bring in start production, but still we have same one, but we take this one model with a 33 kilograms more, with bigger weight. Just take it for testing, for presentation and so on. So tomorrow I will ride more and test it and return to you, I hope tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Hope this review was worth to listen. And see you guys soon. Dennis Hagov, UCCL shop. Bye bye.